All right. So please introduce yourself. What team do you play for? I guess like what roles do you play? What weapon?
Um, my name is Jason. Okay, Jason is tired. I play mainly buckets, and I play for for team on the Squidic.
Yeah, thank you for coming, Jason. So what team were you guys assigned for this event to coach?
Blue Velvet.
Blue Velvet. All right. And have you heard of this team before?
No, not at all. I have never seen any of their play. I may have seen Andre like one time,
hmm
but I've never met any of their players until we got matched up with them.
For sure. I guess like how was it like just meeting everyone? Like what were some of the things that maybe like if there was like someone that like had connections with you or anything?
Um, I say like I feel like so far just interacting with them has been kind of nice. It kind of feels like I've known them already, even though I've really only known them for like 2 days, basically.
hmm
They're just really comfortable to be around, and I like that in like a team that
Yeah.
shows that they are at least willing to listen for things, which is really good for when we do coach them, whenever we aren't doing something.
Yeah, for sure. And like again, like you said yourself, it's like it felt like you've known them for a bit. So like that's amazing to just like have that type of interaction.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah. So I guess this is more of a question for you because you're in the call right now. But like, have you ever coached anyone before, or like, is this the first time you've ever like been in that type of position?
I coach a few people at the moment. Like I wanna say like quote unquote coach. Me personally, I think I suck at coaching. But I do I do coach quote unquote coach a decent amount of people right now.
For
And
sure.
yeah.
I guess like going from I'm assuming like this is coaching like player one on one, but like I guess like what are some of the differences I guess when coaching like a one on one person compared to like coaching like a full team or like a group of people.
Coaching on like a full team, I guess. I want to say this is like coaching a team is way harder than coaching 1-on-one because you got to focus on multiple other people. You got to go back. You got to go back a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it will take like half an hour, hours, 6 hours. Sometimes it'll be like 5, 6 hours. You're looking at footage and talk to multiple people,
For sure.
which is what.
Yeah, and I know it's like I like it's a lot easier to tell one person what to do, but it's like as like trying to tell a team, it's like hey, you need to like all do this, right? And like not necessarily like it incorporates like just every single person.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta make sure you're not like focusing anybody out either, because you gotta make because that's not kind of the thing I kind of get wrong when I do like team coaching.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll be like, hey, you person, you gotta stop doing this, and you person, you gotta stop doing this, and I'm basically putting them a full blast on the whole team.
Mm-hmm.
So I I'm better at actually incorporating the whole team, telling the whole team, and then
Mm-hmm.
not just mean.
For
Because then they stop
sure.
listening to me. Then they stop listening to me if I start being mean.
I mean, hey, sometimes you do just gotta like single someone out, but like yeah, that's for sure something that I've heard from other like the other coaches. They're like coaching one person's a lot easier to like just tell one person, but it's like you don't want to single anyone out in a team.
Yeah.
I guess what was like the biggest challenge you would say like coaching like the team? I guess like what was like a challenge that they had maybe that you had to try to like help them understand to get through that issue or the challenge.
Okay, so like I think I was like playing with Pancake and one other person. Pancake's like I think the captain.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, I think the captain of the team. I was playing with him. He plays bucket too, so
Mhm.
many times, and I would realize a lot of things. What's the question again? I forgot.
I guess it's like as a team, like what was like something they struggled with, and then like how did you guys overcome that challenge?
We don't want to be leaking information. I just want. I'll say.
Yeah, no, you
That,
don't have to go super in depth. More just like general thing. Like I guess like what did you try to do to help them like get through?
all I'll say is that like kind of just too impatient. So if I were to think of one way to do it, like help them, I would say maybe tell them to play a little bit more back. Because if you start playing a little bit more defensive, you'll learn how to be more patient. Because then if you're playing like back more, you get to see what's in front of you more, so you get to retain more information without having to like get yourself out of the stupid situation because you were sitting in like their entire base for the whole time.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. Like patience is a virtue, as they all say.
yeah.
um, uh, that's like more of like the general questions for like team stuff, but like, going into this last question I have for you. This is more for like a community thing, but do you think this event helps bridge the gap between different skill levels of the community? Like, sometimes I hear top level or even just mid level players, they're like, why should I watch low ink? Like, I don't know any of these teams, or like, all low level, like, I don't want to watch them. Like, there's sort of like a divide between the skill levels. And do you think this event sort of like helps bridge that a little bit?
I feel like it does because it helps like it forces higher level teams to interact with lower level teams that they usually wouldn't see. Like I said, I didn't even know Blue Velvet existed until we got matched up with them. So it's a
Mm.
good way to get to know people in lower levels as well as just get better at like telling people what they need to do. It's probably like the main goal what a lot of people in like the mid level right now, especially because like, most people here are just trying to get to the top level so that way they can like do stuff like this. I
Mm.
guess.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like sometimes as low levels or like low level players, they don't really know how to like approach people for help, and like, or just like, I think that's sort of something that people have said. It's like, well, I don't know anyone. I don't know who to talk to. And like, I think, well, here are people that you can talk to, right?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. That's all the questions I have for you. Pretty short interview. um, but is there just like any general advice you would give, like maybe someone who's a low ink player or just like getting into comp? Like, what's one piece of advice you would try to give them as like someone who's already past that point?
Don't be afraid to talk to people because like if you can manage to get connections with people that are better than you, and also challenge yourself. Talk to people who are better than you and challenge yourself. That will only make you better and that will only improve yourself faster.
Yeah, for sure. I know that's something that like keep hearing from everyone. Just like talk to people. Like we're all human, you know. No, it's not like
It's much harder. It's much harder than it sounds, but
yeah.
yeah.
For sure. I guess like that's all I have for you, Jason. Why don't you like plug yourself a little bit? Where can like people find you? And like where can people find Honda Squidic as well?
You can find me at Jason is tired on Twitter, and you can find the hard on Twitter too. Underscore. I don't have any other socials.
For
I
sure.
guess Discord. I guess. All right.
Fair enough. All right, thank you for your time.